Remodeling an apartment can be incredibly rewarding, but it comes with challenges you don't get in a single-family home. Think board approvals, shared utilities, and tight logistics. In this video, we'll cover what's different, what it costs, and how to avoid the delays that derail apartment remodels. First, the big reason apartment renovations feel harder. You're renovating inside a system. Your building's rules, neighbors, and shared infrastructure all shape what's possible and how long it takes. Difference number one is permissions. Many apartment remodels require sign-off from a condo board, co-op association, or property management on top of any city permits. That often means submitting plans, contractor credentials, insurance paperwork, and sometimes a security deposit. And here's the timeline kicker. Approvals can take longer than you expect, especially if you need to revise and resubmit plans. So your timeline starts before construction ever begins. Difference number two is shared utilities. In an apartment, changes to plumbing, electrical, or HVAC can affect neighboring units. Even something that sounds simple, like moving a kitchen sink, can involve permissions to modify shared lines or building drainage. Difference number three is access. Hallways can be narrow, buildings may not have elevators, and getting materials in and debris out becomes a real project of its own. Smaller loads, more trips, more labor. Even when your building has an elevator, you may need to reserve it for designated windows, and those slots can book up weeks in advance during the busy seasons. That's another reason apartment timelines can stretch. Now let's talk day-to-day building rules. Many buildings restrict work hours, often something like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. That limits how much progress can happen each day, and it's worth planning for upfront. Waste disposal is another big one. Apartments usually can't use curbside dumpsters, and debris often has to be bagged, moved through hallways or service elevators, and removed according to building and city guidelines. Improper disposal can lead to fines or even a project shutdown. And then there are the tight space surprises. Moving oversized cabinets, appliances, or debris through narrow corridors and stairwells. In some cases, it's smart to do a quick test run with cardboard cutouts before ordering anything bulky. If you're renting, remodeling is usually limited. Major changes are often forbidden, but smaller upgrades may be possible with permission. Like painting, if you return walls to the original color, swapping cabinet hardware, using removable wallpaper, or adding shelving as long as you're prepared to restore the walls. If you're remodeling as a landlord, the goal shifts. You want durability, broad appeal, and a smooth turnaround between tenants. That means hard-wearing finishes, neutral choices that photograph well, and tight project management to reduce vacancy time. Now, costs. Apartment remodeling budgets vary by city, scope, and building logistics, but here are common ranges to anchor your planning. For a bathroom remodel, a typical range is about $18,000 to $40,000. Costs often include tile, fixtures, vanity updates, lighting, and waterproofing. And in apartments, you may also see extra fees for shutoffs, hauling, or specialty plumbing work. For a kitchen remodel, a typical range is about $25,000 to $60,000. Costs can rise if your building's gas or water lines are fixed in place, and storage upgrades, like vertical pantry solutions or pullouts, often add value in a smaller footprint. For a living area refresh, a typical range is about $8,000 to $25,000. That can include flooring, paint and baseboards, built-ins, and lighting, plus possible electrical updates in older units. For a whole apartment renovation, costs can range from about $60,000 to $200,000 or more, especially if you're doing a gut renovation with system upgrades, new lighting, smart home features, or a reworked layout. And location matters. In major metros, you can expect to pay more across the board. Permits, labor, delivery logistics, and waste removal all tend to cost more, and building rules are often stricter. So what are common goals homeowners tackle in apartment remodels? One big one is making open floor plans feel more functional, creating zones with built-ins, shelving, or partitions that define space without blocking light. Another big one is maximizing utility in small spaces, built-ins, storage seating, wall-mounted desks, and smarter kitchen layouts that squeeze more function out of the same square footage. Apartment remodels succeed when you plan for approvals, access, work hour limits, and waste removal as early as you plan your finishes. If you treat logistics like part of the design, you'll avoid most of the surprise delays and costs. Bottom line, apartment remodels stay on track when you plan approvals and logistics early, not just finishes. Get your building requirements in writing, confirm what's allowed with shared plumbing and electrical, and build in time for approvals and scheduling.